Hi, in this lesson, you'll learn how an organization can use risk management to minimize the potential for cyber threats. As a reminder, a cyber threat is any potential harm that could be caused by someone taking advantage of a vulnerability. There are a wide variety of cyber threats out there, such as phishing attacks, where people are tricked into sharing passwords, ransomware attacks, where data is locked until a ransom is paid, viruses that make it through firewalls and then spread throughout a network from device to device, and SQL injection attacks that retrieve sensitive data from databases. Risk management is the process of identifying, evaluating, and addressing an organization's cybersecurity threats. Let's take a look at each step of the risk management process. The first step is to identify risks. This means identifying all of the potential threats and vulnerabilities. This list will most likely be long and can include threats like a data breach, malware, and phishing attacks, as well as include vulnerabilities, such as outdated software, weak passwords, and misconfigured accounts, which could give individuals too much access to sensitive data. Once an organization has identified all of the risks, the next step is to assess the risks. In this step, the organization will assess the identified risks based on their potential impact and likelihood of occurrence. Organizations can use a chart like this one to give each risk a priority score, from low priority to high priority. Let's look at an example. Let's say your organization identified a phishing attack as a risk. So the question now is, what is the likelihood that a successful phishing attack would happen? Considering that phishing is a very common social engineering attack, and let's say that your company has not done any training around phishing attempts, a successful phishing attack is likely to happen. Now, let's think about the impact. If a hacker were to successfully carry out a phishing attack, they would gain access to an employee's account information. From there, they would have access to a wide variety of sensitive data and network information. This means that the impact could be severe. We now see that phishing is a likely attack that would have a severe impact, which makes phishing a high priority. The organization then completes this step for each risk, using the likelihood and impact to give each risk a priority level. From there, the organization can prioritize the risks. Based on the likelihood and impact of each risk, they decide which risks need immediate action. Once the organization has decided which risks to focus on, they can work to reduce the risk. During this step, the organization develops strategies to reduce the identified risks. Depending on the risk, this could include training employees, developing cybersecurity policies such as password strength requirements, and creating stronger network security controls. This could include network structures such as firewalls, as well as establishing more secure account controls. Last but not least, the fifth step in the risk management process is to monitor. The organization should continually monitor the system for new threats and vulnerabilities and adjust their risk management strategy accordingly. Now that you know all about the risk management process, it's your turn to explore mitigating risks further.